You forgot the school project again. Dinner was Cheerios with a side of goldfish, and you lost your cool over something small yet again. At the end of the day, you're lying in bed, replaying all of the things that you did or didn't do right, and that sinking feeling creeps in. Am I failing as a parent? And that's our question for today. What can I do when I feel as though I'm failing as a parent? Hi, I'm Vanessa De Jesus Guzman, educator of 18 years, turned licensed therapist, specializing in working with kids and with moms. On this Consultant Counselor series, I answer real life parenting questions to help you find your calm in the chaos of parenting and help you not lose your, well, here we go. So let me just say as clearly as I can that feeling like you're failing doesn't mean that you are actually failing. I'll say it again for the people in the back. Feeling as though you're failing as a parent does not mean that you are actually failing as a parent. Now, it does mean that you care. It means that you're showing up. It means that you're doing the hardest job in the whole wide world that comes without a manual, and you're doing it with your full heart. But listen, I get it because that to-do list is never ending. The guilt can feel heavy, and this comparison game that we sometimes get in is never a good idea. So here's how we can help shift that I'm failing feeling into something that's a little bit more helpful and healing. The first tip is to get honest, but not harsh. Because yes, I'm sure that there are moments that we wish we would have handled differently. I wish so too. But that is absolutely normal. Instead of spiraling, though, into these feelings of shame, I want you to pause and ask yourself, what did I actually need in this moment? Was I really failing or was I just exhausted? Was I maybe just hangry? And what would I say to a friend that is feeling this exact same way? I'm sure that you wouldn't call your best friend a failure. So please do not do that to yourself. The second tip is to zoom out because parenting is not measured by just one rough day or one impatient moment. Because again, we've all had them. Parenting is a collection of hugs, of eye contacts, of bedtime chats, of playing on the floor, of saying I love yous and trying again and to be better the next day. So that tantrum that you didn't handle perfectly, well, one moment in a lifetime of connections isn't going to make or break it, right? Kids don't need perfect parents. They need present, imperfect, real parents who just continue to try and show up. The third tip is look at what you are doing. And I'm serious about that. Actually, make a list. You fed your kids, you remembered the water bottle, maybe on the second try, but okay. You showed up even though your patience was low. You're literally listening to a parenting podcast right now, trying to grow. None of that screams failure. It screams that you are trying. The fourth tip is reconnect with your child. Sometimes when we feel like we're failing, what we really need is a reconnection moment. So that sometimes serves as reassurance that we're doing all right. So try cuddling on the couch for 5 minutes, playing their favorite game for a round, looking at them in the eye and saying, I'm really happy that I am your parent. Those little actions make a big difference to your child and of course to you. And the last tip is give yourself the grace to grow. Because again, you're not failing, you're actually learning. You are growing. And some seasons of life and of parenting and of childhood are heavier than others. But even in the worst of times, you're still planting seeds of love, planting seeds of patience and resilience in your child's life. So the next time that I'm failing voice creeps into your mind, I want you to replace that with, listen, I'm learning. This is hard, but I know that I'm not alone and I'm doing the best I can. And at the end of the day, that really is all that matters. So I hope that this helps. If you think that it can help another mom or dad friends, be sure to share this episode with them and hit the subscribe and notification button so that you don't miss the next episode. If you have any questions for the Consultant Counselor series, you can DM me on any platform at Counselor V de Jesus, or you can ask your question anonymously by going to the show notes and hitting the link there. And remember that in a world where you are free to be anything, you are always free to be mindful. Thanks so much and catch you next time.